Hi Taurus, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com, and this is your monthly forecast for October 2012. Taurians, we start this month with a phenomenal transit of Saturn. Saturn is going to be shifting after 28 and a half years to Scorpio. And this shift is happening from Libra, where it has been there for the last 2.5 years. Now, Saturn, wherever she resides, whichever house that she resides in, that is a house which requires the most lessons for us all. Saturn never really moves out of our complete chart. So, for a lot of you who keep sending these lovely mails asking me whether when is it that you're finally going to be getting rid of Saturn, Saturn merely shifts her gaze. She just moves her attention onto a particular house which requires a maximum attention or where the lessons are required at that point of time. And for you Taurians, this is happening in the seventh house. That is a house of partnerships, it's a house of marriage, and it's also the house of contractual deals. Now, Saturn being there is also that there is a lot of evolvement on the soul level. This is a time where you will not just learn your greatest lessons, but this is also the time that depending again on which part of the chart on which Saturn is focusing, and in your case it is a house of partnerships, you will be recognizing a lot of things that may just not have been working, but also what it is that you can do to change yourself, not them. The focus is on you, Taurians. Every time that the Saturn comes into play into a particular house, she's asking you to change. She's asking you to make that change in order for things to be working. So this month, I think it's a brilliant start, and Saturn is going to be there in this particular part of your chart for the next 2.5 years. So lots of learning over there, lots of things which can be undone, lots of things which can be, which you can just treat as deadwood and you can just let them go. There is no point in hanging on to habits or thoughts of pattern or behavior which are no longer serving you any good, Taurians. We also have a very interesting and rather a lovely movement of Venus, and she's going to be moving to your fifth house. That's the house of children, romance, creative interests. So, and Venus, that's also the house of Venus. She loves being there in your fifth house. And Venus being there, you are going to be looking for love. You're going to be looking for adventure, and you would be wanting to get into a relationship rather. I think a lot of you seem to be in quite a rush to be wanting to get attached quite quickly. However, again, there's a contrast since you have Saturn also that is there, and she is looking at this particular house wise. I would say not this particular house, but this aspect of partnerships and love and relationships. So while your fifth house governs love, relationships, and children and creative pursuits, your seventh is what house is what culminates into marriage and into partnerships. So yes, I would say a thread of sorts carrying forward from the fifth house. So while Venus is there, a lot of you will be having a lot of good times, and you would be pursuing your creative interests, and a lot of you, like I said, will be in quite a hurry to get attached or maybe just get into a relationship. I think for some of you who have been single for some time, you would be seeking the closeness or maybe just the feeling of what it is that love brings to you when it is that you're in a relationship. So um, good times, yes, and you would be drawn to all aesthetic things. You would be wanting to beautify your house, you would be wanting to buy lovely things. Do, however, keep an eye on your purse strings and try sort of not to go overboard, Taurians. Retail therapy is good, but like I always say, too much of everything is not always such a wise thing. At your workspace, Taurian, yes, a very interesting aspect. It is all about cooperation this month. Rather, the trend that is starting for you for the next 2.5 years is the focus is on how it is that you relate with others at your workplace, how it is that you're behaving in a teamwork. Do you like to take the credit all by yourself? Are you a control freak? This also has to do with your personal relationship. I think letting go of control is something that is a lesson that a lot of you are going to be learning in the next 2.5 years. I think it's very, very important that you learn to really, when I'm saying give, I'm not saying in the materialistic sense, I'm saying give up of a control, of wanting to see the end to how it is that you want it to. So try not to write the other person's script, Dorian. I think let people be for who and what they are, and also love them for who they are. So while some of you who are in a relationship, try not to change the person just because the person is not fitting into your picture of what it is that you think a lover or a partner should be. I think somewhere it is sort of quite unfair, because you start off a relationship thinking that, oh, it's so lovely and this is how I want things to be, and this is exactly what I see in the other person on what it is that I want my future partner to be having. But after some time, when the chinks and the little bit of chips sort of start falling off, it gets quite disappointing for you, to a point where you just want to sort of rush away from the relationship, which can be quite unfair on the other person, because it is not as if that they hid from you a certain aspect. It is who they were. You just chose to see what it is that you wanted to see, Taurians. So be watchful of that. And cooperation again at workplace is a key for you. Try to work with people, try to be flexible, not just at a superficial level, but try to genuinely understand as to where is it that the person is coming from, what is the value that the person or may not bring, how it is. So if you are a leader in a team, how much of an effort do you really bring, or rather how much of an effort do you really take to make the other person come up to standard, rather than just sort of either not doing anything about it, or maybe just you know suffering silently and then later making a big deal out of it. I think um, starting this month, the trend also, Taurine, I think for you it is that don't try and pretend to be somebody whom you're not. So if you're not the strong, brave, a super person, please don't pretend otherwise. You are somebody who's vulnerable, you are somebody who has faults, and it's quite all right to sort of show them at appropriate times, of course. And at your workplace as well, try not to overload yourself, try not to commit more than you can deliver, Taurians. I think that's very, very important. Also, try not to get into power struggles with your bosses. Try not to sort of get offended and say that, oh, either it is my way or it is just not working and I'm not being appreciated and there's just not enough respect, and so on and so forth. I think it's also a time where you need to be, as far as your bosses and your peers are concerned, try to not just be flexible in your mind, but also apply it in your life at your workspace, Taurians. I think it's very, very important. With Saturn being there in your relationship sector, in your partnership sector, in your house of marriage and commitment, I think it's going to make you look at this area very honestly, as to, while a certain person may not have lived up to, his or her own perception, or maybe to your expectations, but then the truth also is that how much of a part did you play into that relationship not succeeding, or into not being fruitful. So I think this month, rather the next 2.5 years, Saturn is there and she is going to be making you go to the blackboard and do your homework well, as far as your commitment sector is concerned, and how it is and what it is, not just what you want out of a marriage, but how it is the person that you become once you're in a committed relationship. I think it's very It's very important and critical for you for the future and for the rest of the years after these 2.5 years, that you recognize, you understand the change that is required for you to be making in your life. So, a great month, I would say a great start, Taurians. Have a great October. I'll see you again in November, and thank you so much for watching.